Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Borderline Hooligans podcast. To the right of me, I have Brennan.
Ahoy, ahoy.
To the right of him is Savannah.
Hello.
To the right of her is Brady.
Present.
And to the right of him is Alex.
Ooga booga, motherfuckers.
My name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Mother Podcast. Idea.
Okay.
So I feel like with our intros, after we do the intro, we get real quiet because we don't know what to talk about. What if we just skip the intro entirely, or we have a pre-recorded intro every time? Because I feel like
if you want to do a pre-recorded one, we can make that now, and then
I feel like that'd be a lot better because I feel like our conversations last a lot. Because I noticed last week
our conversation before just
was going good, and then after the intro, it just got quiet.
Yeah, we can do that. Do you guys want to do that?
Unsubscribed podcast I watch, they usually start with something like that where they talk for a little bit, and then they have a pre-recorded intro, and then you just continue talking.
Yeah, but
about
I don't want to do that.
Before.
Just literally maybe I can go through and make a little bit of a beat for us that plays in the background of us literally just doing the intro. And we can just come up with doing the intro right now, and then I can use the audio that we make this intro out of and overlay it and blah, blah, whatever.
Or we could just skip an intro entirely.
We
need an intro.
You need an intro so that way everybody knows who's talking, sort of thing. I know we're 25 episodes in right now,
right?
Which is nuts.
It's actually probably is it 25? No, we reached 30. Our last one was our 30th, I believe.
Woo!
I believe.
Which is also nuts.
Yeah.
So it means I could fuck it.
That's about 35 hours of time out of my life that 35, I won't ever get
What do you
back.
mean? We're here for 2 hours every single time.
I mean,
he's talking about recorded time.
Yeah.
I'd probably round that up to 35, considering there's a lot of episodes that are an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But
not all of them are that long, not all of them are that short, so.
Before
we start this episode, Aaron, have you ever seen or ever played Borderlands 2?
No.
Damn it. Brother has. I didn't know if you did.
Episodes. Was it not numbered? Apparently I didn't number this one.
We have 2 total numbers of plays. Woo.
I was one of them.
Oh, you want to see our analytics, Brady? You want to get a little update on
I have not checked out the analytics.
So we have 340 all-time plays.
Woo!
We have
Aaron's
an average of
25 of those.
Probably.
What do you mean 25?
Well, whatever episodes we have.
We have an average of 2 plays per episode and an average of audience size of 2. We have 14 Spotify followers.
I'm one of those.
I
I have 5 plays on that day. What's up with that day?
I don't know. We have 5 plays. Nostalgia 101.
You can say
of the Hill.
You can see who is the.
I can see the episodes.
Oh, never mind.
So you can see top episodes. Blah blah blah. Whatever. We can do. So this is our most played day right here.
Up down.
Yeah,
9 people.
9 total plays, and that was Alien Debbie's and Stanley's Night.
Both on that day.
Oh, that was whenever I brought in those whack-ass little
And
was
then
a
I
good
told
episode.
my communist alien, but I presented as socialist alien to get you guys.
Yes, that's right. We
Yeah,
do
that
another one of those. I was going to bring that up. That
Yeah,
We
I
need
need
to do
to
one of
find
those
time
again.
to make another one. Is the thing.
I was
right.
going to say, with him working 58s, it doesn't really help.
I didn't say we need to do it now.
No.
I'm just saying.
Alex, on the spot. Action!
All right.
Have the-
You want to hear the worst conspiracy theory to ever exist? Sure, let's do it.
All right.
You want me to come up with one on a spot and I just tell a story and you don't take a guess at the end? Sure, let's go.
All right, guys. I got one for you. September 11th, 2001.
Actually,
Still
I
means.
do kind of have one, but it's not any formidable thing.
Let's wait until
And-
you got a little more.
Okay, it would
figured
just
out
be
with it.
story time though. It won't be an actual guess. How about that? Okay, do you guys want to come up with some sort of intro then that we create for this?
we can do whatever. I don't care.
Do you guys just want to quick record a little intro and then we can just go right back to talking afterwards?
We might as well.
I swear every time Alex asks, do you guys want to do something? We can do whatever. I don't care.
Dude,
right over there.
Dude,
Every
no,
time.
No,
And
I've said this multiple times. This is Alex's baby. I just shit in the diaper, okay?
And yes, and
I said that multiple times.
yes, you have. Yes, you have.
How do you not know about this?
But it's the same. You say the same line every time, though.
Yes.
It's not that it's similar. It's the exact same line.
What can I say? I'm a creature of habit.
Hey, as far as the listeners know, I'm the only one that's actually recording. You guys are UI or AI. You just
We can all be.
You just talk. You all have your personalities and you say your certain things, and that's it.
Wouldn't it be so fucked if you listened to a podcast for like months on end and then found out like years later, you've been listening to this podcast for so long, find out it's all AI generated.
3 of the people are fucking fake. It's just some loser in his basement recording a podcast.
There's an AI that's just made to respond
He even made
to
one
his
so
talking.
complex that it generated another to become his fiance.
That'd be so fucked up. That would blow your mind.
This is the weirdest porno I've ever listened to.
Could you imagine? It's just like all of my favorite characters. None of them are real. Like that'd be
The
fun.
one guy I hated was the only real one.
I just gotta say, I never seen Joe Biden in real life. He's gotta be AI.
Just saying, you're right.
Just saying, never seen him in
Hey,
real life.
we've all seen the TikToks. We know how they really are.
The AI generated TikToks.
I forgot about
Oh
those.
my gosh.
I was crying laughing over the one the other week. It was like, oh my god, they're playing Minecraft. Joe Biden is like, how do you make a furnace? And then Donald's like, how the fuck do you know how to make a furnace?
seen that one the other week too.
You were listening to it while we were sitting here, weren't
I
you?
was fucking crying.
You don't get on TikTok, so you don't see that.
It's just like the president's
Playing
talking about things.
Yeah.
They
Playing
like
video
play
games.
Uno
They're,
or-
they're like
Yeah.
They're talking basically how you would talk in a Discord call,
Right.
and it's hilarious.
It is kind of frightening, actually, though.
If they're able to deep fake that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
Not
you can
visual,
deepfake
but-
anything anymore. Oh,
I
you
mean,
can de-
Well, no,
deepfake
I'm
the
saying,
visual.
but those ones aren't.
It's actually
No.
very frightening, you know,
Yeah.
because
you can make anyone say anything.
we hear all this stuff about fake news when we can
There
actually
is-
make fake news nowadays.
There is enough of your audio alone that we have recorded doing this podcast, so
Yeah.
we can
Easily.
deepfake you.
I know.
Easily.
It's scary how.
I can make you
Things can
come
be.
out gay.
Okay, no.
Can we find
Okay,
some
now.
kind of AI to do this? Because it'd be funny. Write a script and just have it read Brennan's.
Honestly, we should actually do that. Have
If we could do that.
AI
Really?
write a script
At this
for an
point, we just
episode.
stop recording the podcast. We just come up with a script and deepfake all of our voices.
We should do one of those
We can
things where
literally
we
do
have
what
Holy
we
AI.
talked about.
Holy shit, guys, my every other Tuesday just opened up.
My every other Tuesday.
Now we just have to write a script.
That's what I was saying. Have like the AI write the script, like do one of those things.
Hear me out here.
Oh, have it listen to all of our podcasts and have it write a script for our podcast.
Oh my
Yes.
god, it's gonna talk about from my whack ass dreams to me fucking burying Brady somewhere to us,
Imagine this.
us
Ima-
eating little Debbie's.
Imagine what it'll have me say.
But like, so hear me out
Goddamn.
here.
No, Alex's deepfake the whole entire time is just ooga booga.
So if we had to write a
Ooh, woo.
if we
just
had to
throws
write
random-
a script, then best idea ever. We all sit down, use a text or a speech to text function, and we'll all talk. And it'll write the script for us. And at that point, we're just doing the podcast.
It just throws a random nut button in there. No,
I knew that's exactly what to do for you.
All right, we might have to do this. We might have to record quite a few more
I
episodes.
wonder
and
how hard that is to do.
I'm pretty sure we can get the AI. I'll look it up.
like just a, like I can type in and it just reads it out in my voice because that'd be fucked.
I think I'd be horrified.
yes.
Right.
Writes essays, of course. Them young people in high school and shit are just like, yes. I thought we were doing the one that
Yeah.
deep fakes your voice. But
Yeah, we can do that too. I don't. I'll look into this more.
that'd be weird.
I'm gonna look into this now on Friday a little bit.
Alex actually has something to do on Friday besides go to the bar.
Hey, I
Shit.
take a nap. Okay.
Okay, you're
It's a very busy day. I
I'm
get
so
up at 3
sorry.
in the morning. I go to work for 5 hours. I leave at 8 o'clock. I come home. I take care of my kitties and my fishies.
Let's see.
Who would've-
Wow.
No, he doesn't do any of that.
No.
He has none of that.
That doesn't happen,
Shit.
Sav.
Alex, can you have these fish as a dependence on your taxes?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn.
You know, if you could have dependents as cats and fish, you know how many fish I would freaking have. It'd be so easy to get
And then
right
you
off
just flush
taxes.
them all directly after you get your taxes back.
Shit.
Actually, you can. Called YouTube videos. Write it off as a tax expense because they're in your YouTube video.
There you go.
Shit.
Man, can't wait until I got to claim a podcast on my taxes.
Well, actually, if we do it right, you won't have to claim the podcast on your taxes. You'll have to claim the profit that you make off the business.
You'll have to give me a W-2. Fuck yeah.
No. No, you want to get a W-2. It'd be a portfolio.
I'm not sure what that means.
It'd be the money you make off owning a business.
Yeah, I don't do taxes, you know. I don't pay anything
don't
to the
either. My
government.
mom does my taxes, so.
Pretty just
The IRS has been looking for me for 6 years.
Ever since you first filled out your tax form.
Yep.
Become ungovernable.
I just take my W-2 and throw them in the trash.
Shit.
Oh, that's not a paycheck. Throw it away.
This envelope is not full of money. Fuck this.
I don't know how to spell taxes. I can't read.
It all comes back to not being able to fucking read.
Basically.
Well, I can't read.
If a guy shows up to the door claiming to be from the IRS, I was never here.
Oh shit.
What do you mean? The guy comes to the door from the IRS. I was never here. I'm technically a squatter.
Oh no.
Some guy from the IRS just shows up. Yeah, I'll show you. He's right in my field in my backyard that we got to walk about 300 yards away from.
Yeah,
Houses or anything.
he's lives down in my crawl space. I'll open it up for you.
He's hiding in a dark corner in the cellar.
Hey, grab that shovel while you're right there.
Could you imagine? We're just hanging out at Alex's house in the middle of a Saturday night. I'll say 3 people walk in. It's a real estate agent and 2 people being shown a house. We realize Alex has actually been squatting in this house this entire time. Does not own it.
Yes.
That's why you didn't have to do the stupid water bullshit. That's what it is.
Shit.
His shared well. Yeah, I just found out that shed back there isn't a shed. It's a water.
He was
It's
like,
a
I
well.
hate that his shed faces that way. And I was like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can't use it.
He's like, what?
It's got the water stuff in it.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's the well.
How many houses does the well for? Like
5 houses.
5 houses? I didn't know how it worked.
Yeah.
And I had to wait 3 weeks for one piece of paper for fucking 2.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hey, it is what it is. So, we'll cut all that in there somehow.
I say just let it play from the beginning.
Yeah, well, we should also
we
do
need
an
to
intro.
record.
We'll
we're
do
gonna
the,
record
how
an
about we do the intro at the end?
Okay, that's fine. We can just continue doing whatever bullshit.
Yeah, we'll do the intro at the end, but then we'll put it
Oh,
at the beginning.
I also wanted to talk about the D&D stuff. Since that's probably going to get put on hold. Or this might get put on hold too with me going back to school. I know I've talked to these two about it a little bit. I don't know if I ever talked to you about it. Just with how little time I'll have.
Okay.
It's either that or we move it to my house and we record there. Then
Either
of us-
someone else edits
someone's gonna have to
or if
edit.
I have free time. It all depends on how much free time I have. Like, I'm just trying to forewarn you. And with that, then that also means that the D&D stuff is going to be slower because I'm not going to have time, sort of thing. So I think we move that off the table of recording for right now and we just play it for fun. If you're down for that.
Works for me.
that's what I've been wanting to do for a minute now.
Yeah.
I was honestly to the point where I don't even care if we record anymore.
Yeah, just literally to play it to play.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. We just got to come up with a day that we get
Your
together.
fucking air just kicked on and it scared the shit out of me.
Ooh.
I thought it was someone walking through me in the afterlife.
Walking
Jesus
through
Christ,
me.
Aaron.
Oh yeah, for the audience, Sav is here.
She's over there playing Minecraft on her Switch. Just let her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me be, man.
It's like the good old days when you used to come in and then we would record and you would just like
Sit there.
sit in the other room and
Sometimes.
Oh, did these guys tell you what happened on Saturday at all? We were playing Minecraft, and I stopped playing for like 10 minutes, and then I was out.
He
That
was
bad, huh?
out
He slept.
cold, man.
I woke up at 4 in the morning. Like, it literally for me, it was, we're hanging out. I closed my eyes. I opened my eyes, and it's dark. and everyone's gone. And I look at my phone and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I go, oh, I should probably go to bed.
No, here's
Nobody
the,
woke you up to be like, "Hey, we're heading out." Like,
no, here's the
So
thing.
peaceful.
all right.
Here's the thing. So me and Sav were playing Minecraft. I started talking to Alex. I noticed he doesn't respond to me. I look over, knock the fuck out cold, right? I look over at Sav, like, we should probably leave. We leave. She just remembers she left her Switch there. We turn around, come back, grab the Switch. You're still passed the fuck out.
I was like, what if he was just fake sleeping so we would leave?
I was like,
No,
He
if
was
I wanted
not.
you guys to leave, I would ask you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I don't
asked
think
you
you've
guys
ever
to leave
done
a
I
it.
couple
figured
times.
Alex would have been like, hey, you guys can just hang out, but I'm going to bed. I figured you would have
Yeah,
done
I
that.
honestly just planned on hanging out with you guys, and I was ready to hang out some more. Granted, I was getting tired, and so I was
Right.
like, I'll just sit here and talk to him. But I did not expect to pass the fuck out. I
That's
did
hilarious.
not. For me, it was literally like 1 second we're all talking, the next second I wake up, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
So that was like several months ago. You found out that you could get that MX Unleashed
Yeah,
from. I had it on the PlayStation 2. He could get it on his Xbox for like $2 or $3. So we're playing it, and we were like fucking around, like reminiscing about the shit we used to do as kids. Then we started playing this game where you got into the dune buggy, and that was the game that had the out of bounds, where if you hit it, it fucking launched you back into the map.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Well, we
about.
played a game where you just press the accelerator and do nothing, and whoever could get to the out of bounds fastest won. But that was a one-way ticket of me to fall the fuck asleep. So I'm sitting here like trying to stay awake, just finger just stuck on one button, just dozing off. And I don't know how long I played, but I was probably asleep. Alex, I don't think noticed.
no, I didn't. I didn't even notice you fall asleep.
But I'm sitting here just like fighting sleep so hard. It's not that I was bored. It's just when I get
Tired.
comfy and tired and I'm just doing one thing, it's like, nope, done. Falling asleep. And I probably played for 15 minutes trying to wake up, and I was like, you know what? I should probably head
I
out.
don't know how I'm gonna get back.
Uh-oh.
Sav fell down a hole.
In a cave.
You dig your way out. You're good.
No, I'm already -1 feet down. I'm blocked down.
Yeah, dig your way out. You'll be good.
I love this casual breaking in of Minecraft commentary that we're going to have this episode. All of a sudden, Will's here, oh, or something like that.
I was just thinking that.
And we have to
Sorry,
go.
guys.
She's gonna die from like a creeper or something and scream.
And that
Nope,
was Sav
I
for a
have
Minecraft update.
monsters turned off.
Oh,
Really?
You're
Well,
not
that's
even
a
playing
no,
weenie
I'm on the
Minecraft.
pleasure one. Right?
That's a
No.
weenie
Peaceful,
move.
not pleasure.
Peaceful.
What kind of Minecraft are you playing over there?
Oh my.
She's playing the hentai kind.
No,
No, I'm not brave.
no, she's playing Minecraft.
Oh no.
Ew.
Why do you play on peaceful? I've never.
Why would you?
Because I don't like fighting
She just likes the
mobs.
mine. She doesn't
Yeah.
want. She doesn't want to worry about the zombies.
No,
and
literally when we're
sleeping.
playing, she literally just digs a hole.
Yeah.
That's what she
Okey-dokey.
does. She digs a hole.
I can't say when I first started playing, that's not what I.
The children yearn for the mine.
I seen that meme literally today for like the fifth time.
I love that meme. That meme is old. but it is-
1920, we took the kids out of the mines. 2020, Minecraft is the most popular video game. The children yearn for the mines.
I've seen that meme about 5 times, and I literally seen it like 2 hours ago. The fact you bring it back up is so funny.
God damn, this bear is skanky.
Skanky.
All right, so last Saturday, I had my mattress dropped off to the house that I'm buying.
Ooh.
And they texted me Thursday, like, hey, we'll be there anywhere from 9:30 to 1:30. 5-hour opening to be there. I'm like, okay. I'll wake up at like 7:30, 8, get ready, then pick up the bed frame and then go over there. 8 o'clock rolls around. I am on the shitter with no clothes on. I get a text. Hey, your mattress will be dropped off in a half hour. That house is 35 minutes from my house, my parents' house. And so when I tell you that I never wiped my ass faster, put clothes on, and drove to that, I made a record time going to
You
that house.
scared me the way you worded that because I swore you said I never wiped my ass. I didn't know if you were going to finish that.
Ass in the first half, not gonna lie.
I beat them fuckers by 2 minutes. It was
Going
impressive.
the speed limit, of course.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
There's no speed limits on back roads, right?
Mm,
When I was younger, I
Technically,
believed that.
no.
Technically, yes. They're just not posted.
technically.
Henceforth,
No speed limit.
that's why there's a lot of speed limit signs where there are, because people got pulled over speeding and took up the claim. I never saw a speed limit sign.
Yep.
But like when Brennan took his driving test.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one.
Well, explain.
So driving around, I'm actually doing very well, more well than I thought I would do. Obviously, I was really nervous, like, whatever. And we're getting really close to the end, and I believe it was a 45-mile-an-hour zone. I think the sign said something like that. Going into town, it said 45. I'm like, okay, I'll go 45. But there was like construction right after that. I'm like, I wonder if this means to slow down or something. There was no sign or anything. So then get back in. Well, you did all right, except for the end there. You had speed in there at the end. What? Why? Well, it was construction. You were supposed to go down such and such speed. There was no sign for it at all. How was I supposed to know that? I'm just a 16-year-old kid. How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been taught that either.
I forget. I thought it was your story, but apparently it's not. But I also heard a story of someone taking their driving test and the speed limit changed down to like 25. And the speed limit sign was actually laying to the side of the road.
Well, that's tough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like before it was like 35 or something, changed down to 25 because it was going from like a commercial area to residential or something like
Right.
that. But still, like they were going 35 in a 25 zone and didn't even know it because the speed limit sign was literally laying down in someone's yard and they couldn't
Yeah.
see it.
How are you supposed to know that?
Did they still get their license? Do you know? Or
I thought they did, but I
I
also
feel like I
thought it
remember
was his
hearing the
story.
story
So
from somebody too. So
yeah, I felt like I heard that story before.
I have
somewhere.
not.
Maybe the sign was laying down then, I'm not sure. But the sign, regardless of its presence, was not
Visible.
up. It was not vertical where someone could see it and read it.
It
I
was the earth didn't have a hard on for that sign.
Nope.
I got docked points for stupid reasons during my driving test. The only thing I got docked for
Ew.
Well, they
was
do
not
that.
looking left and right at a green light.
Well, they'll dock you because like a perfect score is like suspicious, so they always dock you for something.
That's
Yeah.
what happened with me.
I was pissed.
Like I got docked for during the maneuverability. They docked me for stopping, even though all I did was just slow down a little bit whenever I was backing up. I never actually stopped, but
I got really close to a cone during my maneuverability, but I was too worried to be like, all right, give me a restart. Like, because
No,
they would
I've-
say you get docked 2 points for restarting, but it's, you hit a cone, you fail,
fail.
so you might as well restart.
Yeah, I know that one. I ran over one, so
Oof.
yeah, I had, but it was kind of nice because I did that first, and the instructor's like, "Okay, well, you failed your maneuverability." I was like, "Okay, what do I do now?" He's like, "Oh, we'll just go into the driving portion, so that way you don't have to take that again." So I just had to go back and do the maneuverability then.
When I was in driving school, we practiced maneuverability for the first time. They like split us up into 3 groups, and there was like 5 people in my group. And one guy was like the biggest hick I've ever met. And he was bragging about how one day he'll have a truck big enough that if he ever gets in an accident, that the cars will like go underneath his truck and he'll be perfectly fine. Like it'll just like fucking take out a suspension and it'll be
Kill
below
the
him.
people in the cars by smashing them with his truck.
Yeah, that was, and then there was a set of twins in my group, and they both went, and one of them like tapped a cone, and the other one like pushed a cone over, and this guy laughed so hard the entire time and bragged about how good at driving he was, and he was like, I don't even know if I can drive with 2 hands. I just think I'll have to like one-hand it, like you always see the dads do kind of thing. I'm just so good at driving. I'll just do that. And the instructor was like, no, you're going to use 2 hands. And then the guy fucking plows over a cone when he did his turn. And we were all laughing so hard at him because he bragged about it the whole time.
Never brag about something you've never done.
It's better to be humble.
That guy
there's
was a bit of a prick.
whenever I was in driving school, we played baseball in the classroom for a solid 45 minutes because the one instructor was talking to the other instructor outside the entire time. So we found a class textbook and like a stress ball, and we played indoor.
Baseball with a
with it.
textbook and a stress ball.
Yes. And then there was another time where we are doing the maneuverability part, and this kid gets in, and he's ready to go forward to like enter the cones or whatever. And like he gives it gas, and all of a sudden it just jerks back real fast. The motherfucker put it in reverse and not forward.
Oh no.
Uh,
No, I just remember mine. I had mine with the doctor.
Doctor.
We were
Oh.
talking about him the other
Okay.
week. I didn't want to say his name. I didn't want to give myself
I
some work.
I get what you mean now.
I think we all know who the doctor is. I just remember that. Like, that was enjoyable, having class with him. I miss that fucker.
When I drove with my instructor, is the first time I ever drove on the freeway. Never even gotten close. Terrified of it. Go to drive on the freeway and it's dark out. Not a big deal. Except for the fact that the car we're driving is this old Dodge Neon, and the dash lights don't work. So they have this little flashlight that they set up on the dash so you can see your speed. The flashlight ran out of battery, so I don't know how fast I'm going on the freeway.
Oh, that's nice.
There's no way of knowing. Like, there is no hint of like a little bit of light there, just nothing. He's like, yeah, just kind of guess based off of what other speeds everybody else is going.
Solid.
I'm
That's what you do
terrified.
on the freeway anyways. I mean,
Well, yeah, but like the first time ever doing it,
yeah.
I had to do that with our shop truck because my boss just bought a truck, but the speedometer and nothing worked on it. He's like, yeah, we can still drive it around. Just watch your speed a little bit. I'm like, if I'm on a back road, I don't know how fast I'm fucking going.
yeah.
You just got to feel it out. No, I think my favorite freeway story was the time I was coming back from Tennessee. I think that was a 6-hour drive. I made it back in 4.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Going the speed limit, of course,
Well, no, I was setting the pace for all the other cars. I was going like 95.
which was the speed limit, of course. Yes.
but no, there was another time in driver's ed where our teacher or our instructor was like, like, hey, if anyone ever tells you to go a little faster when you're right at the speed limit, you just tell them to fly a kite, right? And then later on, he's just talking, and then like just out of the blue, he's like, "Aaron, what do you tell someone whenever they tell you to go a little faster?" I'm like, "I tell them to go fuck themselves."
Did you know what you were supposed to say? Did you say, okay, you said it on
Yeah, I
purpose.
said it on purpose.
What did he say?
He just shook his head in disbelief, and everyone else is laughing.
I would too. It caught me so off guard.
When I tell you I never fucked around more in my life than that 2 week
Oh,
span.
that class was such a fuck around class.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
God.
Was.
like no one honestly took it 100% serious because it didn't matter to any of their GPAs or anything like that. It was
You
literally
guys actually had it at school?
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
It was
No,
after.
it
It was
was-
at the school, just after hours.
It was after hours inside the school, but no one took it seriously. Like all the people that would like take class super seriously and would get mad at everybody for distracting the teacher never did that in that class because they just wanted to go through their
All you gotta do is
whatever.
pass,
Yeah, all you have
Yep.
to do is take that one test at the end or whatever, pass the quizzes, and you're done with it, and you got your little check mark, and you can go get your license.
Yepers.
There was another time where I brought in the laser pointer when we were watching the videos. I just
Jeez.
flash it around the fucking room.
Someone did that in mine too.
And then during our break, whenever he let, like, I took ours during the summertime, and we just go up to the ice cream shop nearby, and the instructor gave this one kid money to get him a milkshake or something. This dumb motherfucker comes back. We give him the milkshake, and he takes a sip of it, and he's looking around the room like, someone messed with my milkshake. We drank half of it and filled it back up with water.
You are kidding me.
You guys are off.
Why?
Because
And how do you not?
I
think
didn't
he's
do.
gonna-
I didn't do that part.
Okay.
That was someone else.
How does he think that the instructor wasn't going to notice that?
No, he wanted him to notice.
Okay.
that was the whole point.
Yeah. The whole point was to fuck with him.
No, I had to take mine in the winter.
I
I
did
guess-
mine. I did mine in the summer. So
I was in the
it did-
summer.
Yeah,
Mine
you guys
was
are
in the
all
spring.
you guys
See,
are all like winter birthdays.
I was November is when I had to take
yeah.
mine.
I had to take mine in January.
That's fun.
All of my driving time was in the dark.
That's fun.
It was not.
I remember taking my permit and being so pissed off at the end because I was one away from a perfect score. The only thing I missed, and I still hate myself for this, the question was, if there's a stop sign at a railroad crossing, what should you do? And I remember learning specifically in class that there shouldn't be stop signs at railroad crossings. The yield. And the first answer is there shouldn't be a stop sign at a railroad crossing. Fucking without even reading anything else, I click it. As I click it, I read the bottom one that says, you should stop because you should always stop at a stop sign. Which one do you think was the right answer? I was
That one.
pissed. Obviously, I still passed, but like,
Well, also too, there's no way to get a perfect score on that thing. You just get
well,
once you get your number correct that you need your number correct, you're done.
but I didn't miss any besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially being as nervous as I was for that.
Yeah.
Or I was way more nervous for my driving test, though.
Oh,
Oh, the lady that I took my driving test with, for whatever reason, that old red car I had, the passenger side seatbelt is shorter than all the other ones. Don't know why that is. She was a little bigger, let's put it that way. She almost couldn't get the seatbelt on.
Mm.
And I remember, make things completely worse, she was just like, just so you know, if I don't get the seatbelt on, you can't take your test.
she
And I was
one of
thinking,
those.
then you better fucking get the seatbelt on then. This isn't my fault. Hey, you couldn't watch your weight. Like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't affect me.
Fucking
Damn
gross.
it.
Am I wrong? That shouldn't affect me.
No,
Damn,
but
you
she's
No,
fucking
it
killed her,
should
dude.
not.
she's
You
like
should sit in the back or something. I don't care.
Come on, fat ass, you can do it.
I did not say that.
no, she's like the persona of like Honey Boo Boo and her mom sort of thing. Like they're fat and they're privileged somehow. They feel no shame for anything.
Just
They
run to
think,
like Walmart and buy one of those seatbelt extensions or whatever.
Those are things.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, they're a
yeah,
thing.
they're seatbelt extensions, quote unquote. Really, you plug them in so we don't have to have
Got
your
it.
seatbelt light
Yeah.
on.
I'm back. Let's do the test. Come on, woman.
Howdy doodly.
I got 5 of these things. Let's go.
When she said that, I almost panicked, though.
I'm purposely not listening to you guys right now.
we got the seatbelt extended clip over here.
Extendo clip, cuz.
They stack.
When our parents were younger,
Back.
I've heard the story about this this
my
lady
God.
several times, but there was a person who did the driving test that would never pass somebody on their first chance of getting their license, no matter how good they drive.
Mm-mm,
because-
I'd be pissed.
She believed that nobody should pass on their first try, like nobody's good enough by the first time.
Hmm.
So they would
That's why they give you 6 months to practice it.
they would just automatically fail you.
That's why you go through driving school and give you 6 months to practice, and you gotta get
She
signed
didn't
off
believe-
for all of your drive time and all that sort of shit.
If you got that person and it was your first time, fuck you then. You're not passing. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Which is why you just go to a different DMV.
Yep.
Because it don't matter what county you're in.
No,
You two did them in a different county than
Yes.
no, I did it in their county.
did you? You
Yeah.
did the easier county, you piece of you. Wait, did you do it in one county the first time?
Nope,
Okay,
I did both of them down there.
got it.
What county did you?
You did
County
them
I
up
live in,
here.
yeah. One
I did
live
them
in.
down there like these two did.
Hmm.
I,
You guys
I
are
came
lucky.
up here.
You came up here?
That one's
Mhm.
easy.
Oh damn.
You know,
Yes, the one down there
you
is a lot easier.
you know
Yes,
the
it
one
is.
with the fucking cones, but there's a giant slope in your head with the cones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
My county is awful. You have one slope, one hill. It's in the middle of town, okay? And it goes from 35 miles per hour to 10, like that. And obviously, you can't go above the speed limit.
Mm.
So, like, you're descending. It's like a pretty steep hill. And it's so hard not to go over 10 miles per hour.
Just sitting
I know
there
what road you're
playing with the
talking about.
brake pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Ah, that was stupid.
I
We can-
remember.
well, now you can't even go to those DMVs. You
No.
have to go to like inner city DMVs to take your test.
Yeah, they
Really?
kind of
Yeah.
made it into one separate thing now, or one full thing now. You don't go to the BMV for that anymore.
No,
Really?
no, you have to like drive an hour away
Yeah.
from here
I
at,
did
did
not
at
know
the
that.
minimum to
Yeah, they
go take
changed
your
it.
driving test.
It doesn't
stupid.
county by county anymore.
Because
Wow.
both the younger two siblings of my family had to go drive an hour away to go take the driving test.
I only know that from a guy I work with.
That way,
L?
yeah.
Oh.
And then the other one had to go to B. If you guys probably know, she probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you later. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah, it's gotten tougher now, supposedly as well, and you have to like set
Yes.
up. It's by like appointment now.
Well, it was by appointment before.
yeah.
I don't think mine was by appointment.
It was by appointment.
Oh, no,
it was
my
always
permit
by
test
appointment.
was
Your
not by
permit
appointment.
test
You're
was
right.
walk in.
You're right.
It was always by appointment, but now getting an appointment, you have to schedule that shit like 2-3
Yeah,
months in
because
advance.
it's only one place of several counties doing it.
Yeah,
That's so dumb.
yeah.
Wow.
Because I think my sister had to schedule hers. She scheduled hers like a month in advance, and hers was still 2 months out for her to take her test.
It's crazy.
That pissed me off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got lucky.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be annoying whenever our kids get their fucking license.
Yeah,
Hopefully by then that'll change.
they've changed
That
it
won't
back.
change. That won't change.
That will not change.
I highly doubt
I
that'll
doubt it
change.
as well, but
Because think of it this way: you are running your business, and you can have at certain locations you have to hire these certain employees that you can only have at those locations instead of hiring them at every location. Imagine how much money you're saving. They're not going to stop doing that,
Right.
They're just gonna fuck over a whole bunch of young kids.
and parents,
Parents.
and whatever else, because they're saving their money. You got to think of it. Thinking it from a business standpoint, that makes more sense because then you can dedicate that money elsewhere, and that's what they do.
Obviously goes to very good causes.
Well, actually, they put it more towards the license development, and that's why you can get your license now to actually be a part of your certificate to be allowed to fly on a plane and all that sort of stuff.
oh yeah, the compliant license.
Yeah, that's goes more towards that sort of stuff. The technology in each branch to being able to put that stuff in there.
Hmm.
I remember. I can't remember if it was permit or license test. I think it was my license test. But when I was leaving, of course, like outside the BMV, there's this big glass window, so everybody sitting there can like see you. Well, as I'm going to get my keys out of my pocket, I accidentally press the alarm button, and my alarm's going off, and I can't figure out how to shut it off. And the person who just gave me my license is probably sitting there going, "What the fuck did I just do? I've made a mistake."
Good job, Einstein.
I've done that a couple times on that car, and I still to this day don't know how to turn the alarm off.
Don't you just unlock it?
I've tried that, swear it doesn't work, press the alarm button again. Sometimes one works, not the other, and
Vice versa.
Hmm.
The alarms on those are also really touchy, though. Because
mine's always done it. Yeah,
does
just
he
by the-
still turn his car alarm on every single time he gets in a vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, our coworker, the pedophile, every single time he got in his truck, you would know he got in his truck because you'd hear the
He claimed. I asked him why he does that, and he's like, "I don't know. My truck just does that." And I was like, "That's
Yeah,
weird."
and then you have like his dad's truck or something like that, and it did the same exact thing.
I think it's something to do with the way he unlocks it. I think he unlocks it wrong or something.
Or he just like always unlocks it manually because a lot of those
Yeah.
vehicles, when you unlock it manually set off the car alarm because
Mm-hmm.
lock picks and everything else. But
I would guess it has something to do with that, and he
Yeah.
just doesn't unlock it like a normal person.
like doesn't walk up, click the unlock button, and then
He's
opens
weird.
the door.
As a pedophile, you think you'd try not to get people's attention.
Yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't work that way.
I actually set my car alarm off at senior campout because I found out that if you lock your vehicle while you're in it, because I didn't want somebody fucking with me, but then you unlock it from the inside,
Your alarm still goes
your
off.
alarm goes off.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 4 a.m. at senior campout. I fucking set my car alarm off. Luckily, there was still like plenty of people up. Like not everybody was.
Well,
Out or
no, that
whatever.
was 4 o'clock in the morning at a
Yeah.
high school party.
I didn't feel so bad. Like it wasn't like everybody sleeping or anything.
Was I still up at that point?
I don't remember.
I don't know if I was still up at that point or not. I was up pretty late though.
Brady, you have a story to tell from this past weekend.
All right, so
You want another gun?
hold on. No. On Saturday, we go to gun bingo, where if you win bingo, you win a gun.
Works exactly how you think it would.
Yep, makes sense.
So
So
it'd be like Remington 28.
No, it's just
So one of the rounds, we're sitting there, and my dad, has a free space. Then he gets another one. He's like, oh, got three left, big deal. And then there goes, I think there goes 2 of them where he doesn't have them. And then he gets another one. He's like, ooh, 2 left, whatever. Gets another one. 1 left. We're only 5 rounds in at this point. They call all number 6. It's the one he needs. 6 fucking balls they pulled out of that little thing. And he had
Bingo.
Jesus
Goes
Christ.
up there. Only person up there, because multiple people can bingo at once, wins a gun. That son of a bitch has won more than 20 guns at this point. It's nuts.
I told you.
So,
He's won another gun.
hold on. So then, this was actually earlier in the night.
It was the
playing, and
second draw.
We're going one of the longer runs where it's like, man, somebody's got to have bingo soon. Like, we're just waiting on it. Somebody's going to call it. And then I start getting close. And you actually were 1 away for a bit.
I had one away for about 4 numbers.
And I was like, I'm like 3 away or something. And I like to mention, I'm just messing with them. It's like, I'm 3 away. And then I was 2 away. And then I was 1 away. And I was like, I caught up. And then I get it. And I say fucking bingo. And I'm like, fuck yes. And I get up there. There's 2 other people up there. All 3 of us get bingo at the same time. When that happens, everybody picks a card. And whoever's got the highest card gets the gun. And the other 2 get in a raffle to win another gun, possibly at the other end of the night. So I draw my card first. I didn't look at it. Those 2 draw their cards. They look at theirs, but we're not looking at any of each other's. I look at mine. It's a fucking 7. I was like, you mother. I was so pissed. I'm like, damn it. They flipped theirs over. 2 and a 3. I won a gun.
You gonna diss my number 7 again, motherfucker?
But the fact that I was about middle of the field and nobody beat me, like between 2 other people, and they got a 2 and a 3, I was like, holy fuck, I'll take it. I was pumped.
So what did you win?
I won a Charles Daly 301 pump action shotgun.
I'm just ready for the raffle this year.
Me
That's
too.
all I'm looking forward to right now.
Me
Good shit.
too. They put up a billboard for it on the way to town up here.
I seen that.
All the tickets are sold at this point, though. They're all gone.
You can still do the $5 entry and get
Yeah,
the side
still
raffle
go.
and stuff, but
You can get the side raffles and all that, but I'm just happy I got 2 tickets in the main.
actually one of the other 2 guys that went up with me when I won bingo ended up winning the other gun at the end of the night, so didn't feel so bad that I screwed 1 person out of it, at least, not 2.
It's not so much screwing someone out of it when you're
I
playing a
know.
game like that. It's like draw straws. Whoever draws the shortest straw has to show the others balls. You draw the shortest straw. Yes,
Sucks.
it sucks.
And I hate when that happens. All right. There's been several years, though, where we go with like the same kind of group and nobody wins anything. We had 14 people on that bus. 4 people won. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's damn good.
There's
Bring
also
those
re-
odds to the raffle.
It was really funny. So 2 of the ladies we went with.
You're going this year, right?
Yeah, I got a ticket.
When me and Dad both won, he was like, so anybody who won a gun has to walk home. And the other lady she was with like agrees, like, yep, you guys got to walk home. You can't take the van with us, whatever. You got to walk. We're like, maybe we'll make it there by sun up, whatever. And then that lady also just got done rubbing my back for good luck. Like, that's a weird thing people do when you like get lucky. Like, people rub my dad's beard for luck. It's an odd thing. Both of the 2 ladies that said whoever wins guns walk home won the 2 other guns. And I was just like, so about whoever wins a gun walks home.
I guess
You 2.
we're walking together,
Yeah,
bud.
it's like we're walking together.
See, Brady, you like to rub people's backs. I like to rub people's balls for good luck. That's the one thing she fucking hears the entire time.
No, but I'm excited for this year's raffle. Not only do we have 2 good bands there both nights, or those 2 big nights, there's good bands there, but I got a lot of extra tickets.
When did you get?
Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or is it
Friday, Saturday.
It's the big nights are Friday and Saturday, but you can also go up on Thursday and get some side raffle stuff.
Okay.
And we went up on Thursday last time, right?
That was just Friday, Saturday.
Pretty sure it's just Friday, Saturday.
Is it? Oh, is it? Okay, I'm mistaken. I was just. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. I'm a dumbass. Sorry.
Are you talking
How many
about the gun
tickets did you
swap that
get?
we went to?
I'm probably thinking of the gun
Because
swap.
I'm pretty sure we went up Thursday.
Yeah,
So that's open on Thursday.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I
How
was
many
thinking
tickets
stupid.
did you buy?
I bought 2 tickets,
Okay.
and each one comes one for me to get in and a guest. So I have 3 extra.
You get 4 people in,
I can
including
get-
yourself.
Yeah, and I'm going to reserve them for my parents and my brother first. But if they don't want to go, and you guys know anybody that wants to go, I probably have extra tickets for them.
I will have extra tickets. Dad has 2. I have 1. Has 1.
Your mom has one probably. Yeah, I know you guys have extra tickets, but I'm just saying.
It's our big thing.
Did you say your sister's name right there?
I don't know. Did you?
He did.
You
Did I?
did?
Okay.
We were doing so good, motherfucker, and I'm the only one that caught it.
He's the one who did it last time.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear me do it?
Fuck no.
Just start
Screw
listing
off.
them off. Let's do it.
What
This,
sister?
I have other relatives.
this is a list of people I
I can
know.
say Cam. He's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is a list of people I know. Start listing them all off.
It's like docs.
Let me just
everybody
go
in your
through my
family.
phone contacts.
This is their
All right.
addresses.
It was a nice episode. This is the end of the podcast. See you guys later.
Bye.
Shit.
We
Yeah,
also
always
have.
a good time out there, though.
Oh yeah, that's always a really
It's
good time.
like that was such a good time. I am so ready for it.
That's my favorite kind of raffle as well, because like some of them, like the bingo ones are okay. I don't like the fact that you got to be attentive and like paying attention to bingo the entire time. Kind of hard to conversate sometimes, and then like obviously there's not as many things to win either. Like there was an option to possibly win like 30 guns that night, but the other bigger one, you know how many things you have the chance of winning? Like they give away something every fucking 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Well, this year they're going to give away something every 2 minutes, and then there's going to be an hour where they give away something every minute.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking dope.
It's a lot. And I think they're maxing themselves out, and they're not going to sell any more than what they are now, and they're not going to do any more. Otherwise, they will have to extend it over to Friday or Sunday.
I don't know how they're gonna go up from here.
They would have to extend it over to Friday. That or just have it a party and then not necessarily announce it.
They've done a pretty good job of like upping themselves every year so
You
far.
guys want to talk to my dad on the podcast?
You can do what you want, I guess.
We can always cut this out.
Hey, Padre, you're on the podcast. Say hello.
Hey, podcast. Hello.
What's up?
I'm trying to call you back. I was in a meeting. I just got left Ohio Northern, and I figured before I forgot about it, I wanted to give you a call back. So, you have time to talk now, or would you rather talk some other time?
Actually, I talked about it with Mom, so if you just want to cover it with her, you can.
All right. All right. Am I still on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell everybody in podcast land that Terry is signing out.
I don't have to bleep your name, do I?
Did I say my last name?
No.
No. Just tell everybody in podcast land that I spell it with an I.
Oh man.
All right.
See ya.
See ya, Dad.
Your dad is so good at shit like that.
What'd he say there at the end?
How am I spell it with an I?
Spell it with an I.
Like Terry with an I.
He says it out loud on the podcast. What a legend.
Did I say my last name? No. No, you don't have to believe it. Just tell him I spell it with an I.
Your dad is really good at like on the fly. Like he's pretty witty.
I like how you said that he was on the podcast, but then he's like addressing. Hey, you tell everybody in podcast land. Well, you're literally on.
You're
right now.
telling them.
You're telling him right now on podcast land.
That was
No.
good. That was good.
I think I get some of that from him. I know you guys don't see it as much, but I know a lot of people that I meet tell me that.
I hate to tell you this, and I hate to do it, but your dad's funnier than you are,
My dad also has an extra 25 years of experience on me.
Experience.
and he will always have
Experience of
that
being
on
a funny
you.
Yes,
guy.
he will. The only time he won't is if I live longer than he lives. Literally,
If-
like if he lives to 70 and I live to 75, then I'll have 5 years on him.
There you go.
Oh.
I still laugh about that time they went to Alaska and him talking about. Well, you guys heard it firsthand. What did he say?
He's like, the sun never goes down up there, man. It is sunlight 24/7. It is weird.
That was hilarious.
It's magic land. I don't know how the government does it.
Yeah. I love conversating with him, and I honestly want to have him like on the podcast at some point because I think it would just be hilarious. Because I know I can go back and forth with him quite a bit about shit.
I feel like that time that me and my dad went to eat at Red Lobster, and then I go back home and go to hang out with you, but you're not here. You hang out with your parents. So you pick me up, and we go out to eat at a different place, and I don't eat. And the server's like, "So what do you want?" And I have to explain the fact that I just got back from Red Lobster. Actually, I didn't even say that. I just said I already ate. Like, I'm not eating. Just want like a
Yeah.
lemonade or water, whatever. And your dad has to make a big deal out of it and goes, "Yeah, he ate at Red Lobster, and he didn't even bring me any Cheddar Bay biscuits to some random server." I can't remember what she said.
She just kind of looked at him funny and walked away
No, she
and laughed
looked
a little bit.
She looked at me, or your dad said something along the lines of like, "Isn't that the worst thing ever?" or something. And she just kind of agreed with him, like, "Yeah, that takes a terrible person or something." Like,
Wow.
My dad is the ultimate dad when it goes to restaurants. Like, I am honestly surprised that, like, someone walks up and says, "Hi, my name is Trisha, and I'll be your waiter today." I'm surprised my dad hasn't gone, "Hi, my name is Terry, and I'll be your customer today." I am surprised I have yet to hear that.
your dad acts like every person that he meets out in public is one of his friends. Like he does not know a stranger.
I've only heard my dad say one dad joke in my entire life.
My
Your dad's
dad,
pretty quiet though.
My dad,
He is very quiet.
my dad and my uncle have a weekly joke every single week.
That's fun.
And there's some of them are so out there, and I wish I could remember some of them, but like there's like hilarious. Like that's where I first, because they've been doing this for years, and you
Mhm.
guys know the joke as a kid, like what do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I first heard it hearing about him and my uncle's joke of the week.
Even when your dad came into work the other day, and I just said hi to him whenever he got out. I said his name, but can't say it.
What do you
Just
mean?
kinda
He,
like-
he already gave it. It's too late now, dude.
No.
Oh, his.
Aaron's dad.
Okay.
Whenever he said it, like he was just kind of, hey,
Quiet.
real quiet.
Yeah.
Just, hey, your dad's always been quiet like that. Not a bad thing, but just
If you get close to him, he talks a lot.
I imagine it's a lot like me. Because as a stranger, I don't hardly talk to
Yeah.
strangers at all. But you get to know me, and I'll talk my mouth off.
Yeah.
There
depends
was
on how
something.
cool your truck is for me. That's
It depends how drunk I am and how cool you actually are.
There's something that's so contagious about your dad's laugh.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck it is, but if you make my dad crack up laughing, I promise you're laughing too. I promise you. His laugh will just make you laugh.
another odd thing about like your mom. She seems like one of the type of people that's very easy to talk to. But she just seems very nice. I don't.
His
thi-
mom is a saint.
Indeed.
Agreed.
She's like, I don't know if I've ever been afraid to talk to your mom.
No.
She's not like, you don't walk up to her and be like,
You
I'm
don't get
scared
the-
scared
you
to say hi.
I was always scared to talk to your mom. She gave me an intimidation
I believe
factor.
it.
Oh, she's very scary.
She's given me an intimidation factor. I honestly can't tell you how many times she's got me in trouble with my mom because of something I did at their house.
I mean,
See, his mom's not like my mom, where it's all his fault at his house.
Brennan's mom, I only remember specifically like yelling at me one time, and he was like pissed. Did I tell this?
Yes,
You
you told
did.
the
Okay.
story
You
on the
did.
podcast.
This is the hose story that
Yeah.
may or
Yeah,
not
the
have even
hose story.
happened.
You swear up and down it didn't, but I know it did.
She doesn't even remember it.
I
Hey, maybe Brady's
know.
from an alternate universe and somehow crossed over.
I think you dreamt it.
I don't think you would dream your mom like that. Your mom's too nice of a lady
Yeah.
to dream something like
Oh,
that about her.
sometimes weird things happen in dreams.
I remember.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. Well, before I get to that, I remember one time I spent the night at your house and your mom made like pancakes or something, and she accidentally put too much baking soda in it or something.
okay,
But like it was just you just get a bite and like your mouth would just taste like baking soda. I had like
I've had that
4 or
happen.
5 bites. I'm like, man, I just can't eat this. I know your mom. She didn't like show it very well, but I noticed that she got kind of pissed off at me, and she made me a bowl of cereal instead.
Yeah.
I did
I
like
could-
eating cereal at Brennan's house because he always had like the cool
Name
ass
brand.
cereal. Like
He
the
always
good
had
shit.
name brand.
I tried Captain Crunch berries at your house for the first time. Still one of my favorite cereals to this day.
So, also talking about dreams, I had one the other week.
Oh, hold on.
deal.
Aaron's dream update.
Aaron's Dreamland.
That was actually cooler with the fact that we hear an echo on that, and it made it sound really cool.
Yeah, but the audience will
That's
never
the
hear
liner.
that.
But buckle up, because it's a fucking roller coaster of a dream. I had to write this shit down at 4:30 in the morning when I woke up.
That's part of the things that people say to have more dreams
Is
is
to
to
write 'em
write
down.
down your dreams.
But you got to be careful not to become obsessed with them. Because if you write them down every time you have one, you'll wake up every half hour and write down your dream, then go back to sleep. Wake up a half hour later, write down your dream, go to sleep.
I only did this because I thought it was fucking hilarious, and I wanted to make sure I remembered it for the podcast. Because this was like Tuesday or Wednesday last week.
So like right after we recorded.
Well, we didn't
or-
have an. We didn't.
Oh,
record
right after
one.
we posted then.
Yeah, it was right after we posted. So, all right, the scene. I'm still 22 years old in this dream. Okay, that's going to be important.
Okay.
For some reason, I am back in class. I don't know if it's a high school. I don't know if it's college. I'm just in class.
You're just in class.
Just in class, okay? And I'm in a math class. And the only other person in this math class with me is Sav. Okay?
solid.
Was she the teacher?
She was not. She was a student.
Ooh.
Oh, I was gonna say if she was, it was probably not a dream we want to hear.
I'm just gonna find a different video now.
Just like the simulations.
Oh, you guys want me to talk about that? Okay.
Aaron.
No thanks, Aaron. I like to keep my sexual image of you as it is.
I don't know what that means, but all right.
Me neither.
Brady's over there. I'm in danger.
No.
But okay, so anyways, it's just me and her, and it's a math class. And do you guys know the guy from TikTok that like rates this guy's girlfriend's accent? Like he's Italian.
No, I do
No?
not.
So
no,
like,
no, it's the dad.
yeah, it's the dad.
Oh,
I don't
yes,
know.
I
It
do.
says like coffee.
Coffee.
Yep. Never mind. I know
He's the
exactly
fucking
what you're talking
professor,
about.
okay?
Oh no.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
and he's a dickhead. And it's the very first day of class, and he gives out a test. She aces it because she's smart at math. I bombed the fucking thing.
So
Completely.
this is real life at this point.
This is real life at this point, yeah. And he just grades them real fast because it was just me and her in the class. And he gives them back. She aces it, and I bombed it. And he wrote on my paper, "What the fuck are you doing?" Sorry, I gotta read my notes. And then after the class, I have to go to work. But I'm working at Dairy Queen again. So it's like I'm reliving my high school days.
But you're
Nice.
22.
But I'm 22. Because that part's very important.
All right.
Okay.
I'm remembering that.
Okay. And like I show up to work and they just completely renovated the building. Like I couldn't find the fucking bathroom. And so I'm working there. And as I'm working, I get a phone call from this baseball agent saying that I was requested for a Japanese team baseball tryouts.
Isn't
that a prank you
pulled on someone?
No.
No, like a very similar prank. Didn't
Oh,
you?
Yes.
No, I was a college coach calling a kid about a
Yeah,
fake
but
scholarship
still very
option.
similar
Yeah,
prank.
That's
yeah.
what comes to my
The
mind.
pretty-
Japanese part throws me off.
Yeah, it threw me off too. And I'm like, yeah, I'll try out if they want me to. I haven't played baseball in 4 fucking years. But yeah, sure, I'll try out. I haven't touched a baseball since I graduated. Anyways, I go to the tryout and there is like 5 Japanese coaches. They're all old and they're all pissed.
They're all
They're just
pissed.
all pissed off.
Very realistic.
And there's like me and 2 other people that I don't even know who they are. And then there's a Japanese catcher catching for the coaches. And I do my tryout and I'm like, I don't have shit. Like I haven't played baseball in a couple years. I'm trash. I don't know why I got this phone call. Well, later on, I guess they had a game going on and they wanted me to play in the game. And so I played in the game. I did okay, I guess. And then they offered me a contract right on the spot. And the kicker was The plane left in an hour, and I had to be on that plane, otherwise I wasn't making the team. So I had to run home, grab all my shit, and then get on the plane. And that entire time, I didn't tell anybody I got signed to this Japanese baseball team.
Hey, he never said you were engaged to him.
No, he did, but he told me.
No, I said we're 20. Like, I'm living my life today.
Okay.
Like, I'm 22.
You said you were 22. That just isn't important for your age. I didn't know it was important as that's the
Yeah.
life you're living.
He fucking wouldn't tell his fiance that he's
Hey,
moving
he's in a
across
rush. He has to make a
the
plane.
world.
I have an hour to make a plane. That's a 30-minute drive.
You didn't
Not to
bother
mention
telling
getting-
your fiance?
Not to mention getting through security and all that sort of stuff.
Security.
Fuck up.
I didn't tell my parents. And the thing that I remember the most is that I didn't tell my boss at DQ that I wasn't going to make that weekend shift. I get on the plane, and that's when I wake up.
You know what's the worst thing is having a dream that's kind of cool, and then like you wake up from it and you're just like, I know I can't go back to sleep and continue this dream. Like I really fucking want to, but it's
Dude.
not gonna happen.
Dude, I laid in
Welcome
bed.
to my life right
Dude,
now.
I laid in bed half an hour trying to like make myself have that fucking dream, like trying to think of it while I was trying to fall back
to
asleep.
finish the dream.
To finish the dream, and I never did.
That's the
You
worst.
know, actually, I came up with a skill of how to do that. So how I do it when I want to go back into a dream is that you wake up.
I just take mushrooms.
No,
Oh no.
it's no drugs, no nothing. I lay there, and I think sleep while thinking about the dream. I know that sounds weird, but you just constantly say in your head sleep, and you like a little bit think about the dream. Like you're kind of subconsciously thinking about the dream. If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Well, I just thought it was so weird that I woke up at 4:30, meaning I had an extra hour and a half to sleep before I had to get up. Because normally I wake up to my alarm. I don't hardly ever wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, I wake up in the with my schedule now. It is so weird how often I wake up in the middle of the night.
I always wake up in the middle of the night.
I
several
never
times.
do.
Well, normally by this time I'm asleep,
Right.
and I wake up at 2:00 in the morning. I'll wake up at 10:00 at night or midnight every single night on the dot. It's terrible, and every single time it's just like what you said. You try, or you'll wake up to my alarm, and I'll be like, I can't go back to sleep, but I just woke up from the fucking best dream ever. I've been having a lot more dreams lately, and honestly, I probably should write some of them down because I don't have them too often. But
The cool part, I actually like for someone like Aaron who rarely has dreams. For me, I have a lot of dreams, almost every night. I actually get like a weird amount of excitement hearing that you're getting to have dreams. Because like, how many did you say you had before we started the podcast in your life? I want to say you gave us a number.
I think I remember the day that I stopped regularly having dreams, if that makes any sense. Like I don't remember the specific date, but I know I was in the 4th grade and my family went to the Great Wolf Lodge and I slept in the top bunk and I felt like I closed my eyes for about 30 seconds, but really I slept for 7 hours. And since then, I haven't really had dreams regularly.
yeah,
But for like, I get excited when I hear you have a dream because
So
like,
since
I
the-
wish you could dream like I did.
like
kind
since
of,
that happened, I maybe have had 15 dreams. Now-
which is a lot. Like, because most of them happen recently, I guess.
like
I've
5
told
or
us
6
about
of them
several
had
of them.
I'd
happened
say in
recently.
the past year, I probably had 5 or 6.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say you've told us about several of them. They're ramping up, and that makes me excited. I'm gonna pump up that quotas. Let's get these numbers up.
It's rookie numbers.
I was just about to fucking say that. God damn it.
Anyways, this has been Aaron's Dream Update.
Aaron's Dream World.
So we have to have that little bit after that too. That just makes it perfect.
Say Dream World.
Yeah,
Okay.
really high pitched voice.
Dream World.
Aaron's Dream World.
Hey, Dad, can we go to Dream World?
Howdy how.
Dad, hey, Dad. Have you seen my dad?
Oh,
My
what's
name's
his
Jimmy.
name? The
That was
Howdy Ho
hilarious.
guy. What's his name? I need to know now.
I'm not sure what you're
He's
talking
the
about.
fucking turd from South Park.
Oh, the Christmas poo.
Yeah.
Howdy ho.
Oh my god.
For someone who has not seen much of South Park,
You never really watched South Park?
no.
I highly recommend
I've
it.
actually seen the Christmas poo you're talking about, though. I've seen pictures
I think
of
isn't
them.
it like Hanky the Christmas poo?
Yeah, Hanky.
Brady,
What?
guess what happened on Friday?
The
Oh yeah.
same shit that happened the week before?
Yes, but no. We still got third place on a stupid, like,
Number.
number thing.
We're talking about trivia if you haven't caught on.
Oh, yeah, so sorry.
Yeah, we do trivia every night at our local bar.
Every Friday.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Anyway, so it was name the cartoon character.
Name
for
the
picture
animated
round.
character. Guess how many we got right out of 20?
All of them.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He told me.
Fuck stuck?
What do you mean?
Fuck
Fuck
stick.
suck. Fuck suck.
You bastard.
Fuck.
We were supposed to bring him the news together.
Was I not allowed to tell him?
No, we
fuck
said
you.
that too. We got to save this for the podcast. We said that on Friday after we did it.
Oof.
It's happened to come up on Saturday.
Fuck your outside conversations, Brennan.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's all about the podcast.
But
We
yeah,
live
he
for
was
the
able to
podcast.
hold the secret that me and my dad had both won a gun until today.
Yeah,
I
what the
texted
fuck?
him.
Well, here's the thing. I just expected you to tell them. It's so funny because he texted me out of the blue this afternoon, like, "Hey, did you tell anybody else in the pod about what I won?" I'm like, "No, I kind of figured that was your job."
I just
All
wanted
right,
to
don't
make
tell
sure
anybody. He's like,
you
"Don't tell
hadn't,
anybody."
so that I could set it up the way I wanted to and tell it.
Brady,
like-
Brady wanted a reason to talk on the podcast, even though he will just start talking.
Right. Then
I
he
wanted a
says,
legitimate reason to talk on the podcast.
Not just Brady's filler.
but he
Yeah, I
texts me-
remember that time. Yeah.
I remember a lot of those times.
That reminds me.
Member? I remember. Member berries?
You were saying, Brennan?
Anyways, he texted me this afternoon about that. Hey, don't tell anybody now. Don't tell-" I'm gonna let you do that. We have to record in 2 hours.
So
I'm
you
not
remember him telling you not to tell people?
Well, it happened
You-
like
It happened like
3 or 4 hours ago.
yeah.
I was just hoping that he wouldn't like show up here before me,
When
and
does
then
that ever
like, did you hear
happen?
what happened?
Brady-
Brady, like,
Yeah,
Brady-
you showed up at like 6:40.
When does that ever happen that he's here before you?
Hey,
It-
I
it
didn't
has
plan on
happened more
showing up
often than
that
you think,
early.
actually.
It does. Ever since we stopped having the meetings, he showed up a lot earlier than Brady has a lot.
I didn't plan on showing up that early, but then I was like, I really want to play Call of Duty, and my internet sucks. So
I'll steal Alex's.
hell yeah.
BRN.
With the old Minecraft.
So, do you guys want to hear my half concocted conspiracy theory since you guys already know it's fake?
Well, you don't really need to do anything with that.
No, it's just
You
I
don't
think
want
it's
to,
interesting and we can build on it. I think it's fun to talk about. Or do you guys not think it's fun to talk about? I actually got this from our friend DW, the basis of it.
Oh no.
Well, spill the beans.
Spill the beans. Okay. So the conspiracy theory is that the cops control all the stoplights from the sewers.
What?
You know, I trust this came from that exact source that you brought up. I mean, that's
That
No.
sounds like a DW thing to say.
I was half concocting it in my brain for a couple months, and I thought the best way to do it is like to say like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are real, but they all work for the cops.
How did
And they live under every single street light.
How did I know you were going to bring up them fucking turtles?
Because it was sewers.
Ninja Turtles.
It was sewers, man.
Heroes in a half shell.
No, they just sit under there waiting for people to come up, and then they change it, either to stop you or to let you pass, depending on how they feel that day.
They're trolls under the bridge.
Yeah, they are.
You
Oh,
shall
no.
not pass.
Little do you know, there's a secret way to pay their toll before so that we can get through faster.
Their currency is flashing lights, apparently.
No, their currency is pizza.
No, I'm saying like certain flashing lights on cop vehicles change
Yeah,
lights to green.
so that way they can fly through 'em. Yeah, I know.
That's kind of what I was referencing, I guess.
No, that's
Did you guys change?
yeah.
Okay.
The last time we recorded, all the mics were screwed up, so we're like, "Hey, Aaron's gonna sit over there now, anyways."
Okay.
It's our
So you
chance to
cannot
change.
switch seats now.
You were
Have
stuck
to
there for
stay
the rest
there.
of
Watch
eternity.
me.
Next week we'll play Scramble. Let's all sit in a different seat.
Let's play musical chairs, but take away Saf's chair and I'll show up before her.
How about we just put
I was not expecting
How
that.
about we just put a Baron back in her seat then?
guys.
Sav, we love you, and this is how we show it.
I don't like it.
Well, you're stuck with us for the rest of your life now, so
Speaking
deal
of
with it.
Baron, did you guys see starting a new life over here, just drinking water?
Oh, here you go, buddy.
Homie's just fucking going clean now.
Wow, what a sober asshole.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to our club, Baron. Welcome, Squidward. Welcome, Squidward.
You're the only person that's
fuck
in that
up.
club, so
Yeah.
what are you saying R for?
What do you mean? Only person, me and Baron.
It only just became our club.
You are
Fuck yeah.
also a person, and he is a bear. So it's.
Whoa, whoa,
Bears
whoa.
are people
Whoa,
too. That's
do not
Whoa.
discriminate, Sav.
Did you just
Jesus.
say what I thought you said?
BLM would be very disappointed in you.
I mean, you guys weren't here, but I heard Baron say the N word, so.
Yeah,
we
well,
were
Baron's a minority. He's allowed to.
What the fuck?
on
How
Saturday.
many talking stuffed bears do you know?
But he's white. But he's white. You gotta at least call
He's
him.
black underneath all that fur.
Yeah, he has black skin.
He is a honky
Have you
ass
ever seen a
cracker.
shaved polar bear?
Have you?
Yeah, online.
They are black.
They are black skin.
Oh, really?
On
Yeah.
Saturday, me and Brennan were joking about being discriminated against because they made the two youngest people we went with sit in the back of the van. We were just like, they're ageist.
Oh my lord.
They are a black skinned bear.
Oh, I've seen pictures. I didn't realize that was a shaved polar bear.
That is
Yeah.
frightening.
I thought that was like a mythical creature.
No, it's a
No.
shaved polar bear.
Mythical creature.
What are they called in Fallout 4? The bears. They got a special name.
Shit.
Look it up. I
I
gotta
never,
know.
I never played, so
Well, I figured you did.
I didn't.
I did, and I don't remember.
Brady, we played a lot of the different games when we were growing up.
Yeah, we did.
You played a
Call
lot of
of
the same
Duty
games my
is-
brothers played.
Oh, it's the
I don't even know how
it's
to
an
pronounce
Asian
it.
bear, the yokai, or yogai, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce it. don't know
Y
why they
A
didn't call them
O
bears.
G U A E for the audience.
Yao guy?
Yao guy. I'd say that's how it is. Yao guy. Sounds right to me.
I forgot to mention in my dream that whenever I was talking to the Japanese coaches, they could understand me, but I couldn't understand a single lick they were saying.
What you're saying is they spoke English,
But,
but they said "fuck you."
refused to speak English to
you?
me.
They probably
were-
called you bug.
Fucking old grumpy Japanese men.
They were pissed, man. You should have seen the looks on their faces.
Imagine the day where we can actually go co-op a dream.
Co-op a dream.
Oh my lord.
Go to bed one night, single player or co-op. Don't know which one I want.
Or versus.
Oh.
1v1 dreams.
1v1 me.
Team deathmatch in my dream, man.
Wake up in the middle of the night. Fuck, I got a hit marker. Shit.
Free for all. Would be a fucking nightmare.
Battle Royale dreams.
Dude, I just got that gold sniper. What the fuck?
Be some shit.
No, is this going to be like Fortnite graphics or Saving Private Ryan graphics?
Like dreams graphics.
Speaking of the dreams graphics thing, some of the things you mentioned in your dream earlier made me think of the fact that it's weird when dreams, they're oddly specific about one thing, but then all the rest of it's left out. Like earlier you mentioned, we were in class. I don't know what kind of class, but we were just in class.
Like you didn't know if it was a college
But
class.
then some
a
of the
high school class.
other stuff, like super detailed, like all my dreams end up being that way. Like, I don't know why I'm in this random place doing this random thing. But I could tell you exactly about this, this, and this in very strict detail.
Hence why I think the dreams are looks into alternate realities. Because you don't get the detail of why you're there, but you get the detail of what you see.
So you're telling me that there's a universe where I'm a actual pitcher for a Japanese baseball team.
Yes,
Fuck
and
yeah.
you left within an hour without telling your fiance or parents or your friends or
Man,
anybody.
that guy was a dick.
We're in the
I
wrong.
agree.
We're in the wrong universe. I want that Aaron. Japanese baseball Aaron.
Do you? Because he just left for Japan and he ain't coming back.
Then I could say I knew a guy who played for the Japanese major leagues. Fuck yeah.
Who even said it was the major leagues?
Oof.
I just said Japanese baseball team. I never.
It was a high school baseball team.
I mean, it was a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Is all I know. So I knew they had some money, but not a whole lot.
5,000 is not major
Okay, was it
leagues.
$5,000 or 5,000 yen?
Dollars. It was U.S. dollars.
Okay, then he lucked out.
Yen
there.
is like they had a lot
Like
more.
100 yen equals $1.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd be getting $50.
Yeah, I made sure it was American.
American.
Did it say anywhere that you're going to get paid after that, though?
No, it did not. After that, I had no idea if I was getting a paycheck or not.
How long was the contract?
I don't know.
See, he just moved to Japan and was stuck there forever with $5,000 in his pocket.
I had $5,000 to my name. That's all I knew. I said, "Fuck the house I'm trying to buy here."
It's like the whole yen thing is kind of like the Vietnamese dong,
People used to tote that around in wheelbarrows.
like the currency. You ever heard about how bad their inflation is?
Yeah,
It's very bad.
It's nuts. I don't know what the
It's
exchange
a
rate
ridiculous
is,
amount.
but it's like
absolutely-
$1 is several thousands of.
It might even
dong.
be, at one point, it was worth like $1 million or something like
You
that.
should look it up. I'm curious. You can go to the exchange rate thing, and actually, I think Google might do it itself. Just look up on Google $1 to Vietnamese dong.
Just do dollars to dongs.
this converting money. God damn it!
That sounds so funny.
Dollars to dongs.
Vietnamese dong.
23,000 for $1.
Yeah.
Very down.
There's pictures of people literally carrying their money in a wheelbarrow to go buy bread.
I think you're thinking of Germany.
Oh, that was Germany?
Yeah, that was after World War One.
Okay. I thought that was Vietnamese.
It was at 28 or 26.
No,
No, it was at 23.8 instead of 23.5.
I really can't read that far.
but no. Talk about converting this money. There was Jeff Dunham had a joke in one of his specials where his puppet was like secretary to the president for something or whatever, and his joke was, Trump's not going to be able to make Mexico pay for that wall because there's not a calculator big enough to convert U.S. dollars into that many pesos.
Uh,
Ab can't read from a distance because she wears glasses.
don't you miss your old seat now, Sab?
No.
She's still wearing Aaron's jacket as a blanket right now.
Because she's cold. She also has her hands in her pocket because she's cold.
I don't get that, but hey,
I'm warming up and I'm starting to burn up over here. I don't know about you guys.
I'll tell you
I'm a
what, I should have
little
moved
warm.
here sooner.
I can actually see your forehead glistening from over here.
Yeah, I'm sweating a little
I'm
bit.
not like sweating warm. I'm just a little.
Well, I'm also wearing thick pajama pants for some reason instead of, nice, because, I'm used to a 65-degree house, so I wear nice thick pajama pants instead of thin
Yeah,
pair.
too fucking cold of a house.
A
man.
truck driver that came and picked up our board today at work wore pajama pants, and I'm just like,
Did he have cowboy boots on and have his pajama pants
No.
tucked in his cowboy boots?
people did that at college all the time, though. Fucking at gen eds. Like, how do you wake up one day and go, "Yep, pajamas out in public. Yep, that's the technique."
I used
Kids
to,
nowadays go to school in pajamas. Like,
Yeah.
that's a norm.
I don't
Yeah,
understand that.
like normal high school and then elementary school, they'll go to pajama pants in school.
It's so weird to me.
I remember
My
we
mom
had.
would be
I remember we
pissed.
had a specific day to
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
pajamas
Yes.
to school.
Yeah,
Back
like-
in my day,
But I've seen one girl, like at the school I'm at. I don't think I've seen her not wear pajamas since I've been there.
I would say half my college class for gen eds wore pajama pants.
That wasn't a thing at my college.
Well, we
but
also
That
went
was-
to a trade school.
it's
It
true.
was more of a trashy
Now,
school.
during your actual trade school class, though, you had to wear jeans that were made
button-up
of
shirt.
denim and then boots that had a safety toe.
Mm.
So, like, there was rules on that, but gen eds was.
We went to the school that was known for people rebuilding engines in bathtubs. Hence, they took away the bathtubs from the dorms.
So the
That
people,
is so funny.
there was a tech side of college and a business side. The business side automatically got the nicer dorms because there would be people. There's several. There's still people that do it. Rebuild engines in their dorm rooms, just on engine stands, And then there was another story of a guy skinning a deer on the balcony of like the brand new, like nicest dorms. And that was like one of the final straws. They were like, all right, ex students will get the bad dorms from now on.
They use the dishwasher as parts cleaners.
Yep, that happens a lot. You take your engine parts and you put them in the dishwasher.
People have used their freezers to shrink parts in order to fit them into somewhere and then let them expand when they heat up.
That's a
Man,
pretty
when
common
I
thing,
was
too.
there,
You didn't go to the same school we did.
No. I'm saying I dated a guy from that school, and he was on the tech side, but
That
I
was
didn't
not
hear
all the.
weird stories like that.
No, there was that was like one main dorm building that stuff happened in, because that was mostly the high performance and automotive guys. The diesel guys couldn't really fit the engines they wanted to build inside their dorm rooms. And the robot guys, we play with robots. We don't play with.
I'm not buying my own robot, I can tell you that.
Oh, fuck no. Hey,
I'm pretty sure he was a car dude, though.
he was a car dude?
Yeah.
Huh?
Actually, I don't remember. That was 3 years ago, and I dated him for 3 months.
Yeah. You didn't scratch the surface with that guy. I'm willing to bet on it.
One of my like the weirdest things about college was the fact that I'd never. This sounds so privileged. I hate saying this, but I've never felt discriminated against until then. Because when you're on the tech side,
You are the worst of the worst. You're the scumbag of the earth. You're worse
You
less
might
than
as
the
well-
dirt on the bottom of my shoe.
you might as well be a caveman. The people on the business side would like cross over to the other side of the street not to pass by you if they seen you wearing a shop shirt. Even though we're in the robotics class, we're not like some of the other ones. I consider us pretty civilized compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah.
There was some pretty tough, like the bathrooms and some of the automotive sides, like just fucking.
They were
might
black
as well
when
be
the tile was
cavemen.
originally white.
It's bad.
If you ain't butt chugging a Mountain Dew and a fucking lip full of dip at 7 a.m., don't stand in my way.
Well,
we
they
would get
I can believe
avoided
that.
by business side people, and like it was very obvious.
when people found out in your or your gen eds that you were a tech student and they were a business student, they instantly sat on the other side of the classroom from you.
Like you were terrible. You had cooties. Gotta stay away.
I'm so sorry, because this really reminds me of my college, where it was normal education, like degrees, and then you had DMA kids, digital media arts. You could tell who a DMA kid was, and you really tried to steer away from them kids.
You hear that, Brady? Sav discriminates
He
against
was
us.
the one discriminating against.
To be fair,
Oh,
some of them were scary.
To be fair,
to be fair,
I had one kid walk up to me, pull out his sword, go, and then ran away from me.
yes, but that is not what.
Okie dokie.
What?
No, Sav, I'm telling you, in college, the closest I got to dating a girl was this girl that I was talking to. Like, didn't like have her Snapchat or phone number, just kind of talked on and off campus until she found out I was a tech student.
Oh no.
Then I was nothing.
That is awful.
Okay, I
It was only like a week or something like that, but still, like, instantly found out I was a tech student. And I was nothing.
Leb.
One of the bigger moments for me in college
made
when I
her
remember,
wiener soft.
like noticing that.
Her
was,
clit got soft.
So we have this like 30-minute gap where you can go like get food in the middle of our 5-hour class, and we went to the cafeteria to go get food, and we're on our way back, and you could tell the difference between people who are tech school and not, because the clothes they wear, the jeans and stuff, whatever. So it's pretty easy for business people to avoid you. Well, it was around the time of the year where we get new students, and there was like a group of them, and they don't have it quite figured out yet that the older students haven't taught them to like avoid the tech students. They're scary. Woo. So there was this girl, I will admit, super attractive, came up to me and asked me directions to one of the buildings. And like I told her where to go or whatever. And like half of my class made a big deal out of that. Like, because it was that unheard of for a business student to talk to a tech student.
And that's why the business students don't talk to the tech students.
It was like a big deal for us though. I mean, like,
Well, no, it was like, even when I first went there, we first started going there, I could strike up a conversation with someone's in the business that started the same year we did, up until we were there for 6 months. And then they had nothing to do with us.
It didn't matter that the robotics students were.
It didn't matter
not
who
cool.
you were, actually. It was the fact you were a tech kid. You are nothing.
Tech students are scary.
Nah, DMA kids are scary.
I don't know. He just told a story about a dude skinning a deer on a balcony in the
Yeah,
middle
I
of
mean,
town.
They're
They
weird.
had-
They're not scary.
they had a fair reason to believe some of it, but they shouldn't have believed it about all of them. Like, we're just
Yes.
normal people. I just happen to go to a different type of school than you, technically. Like, a lot of the robotics students were very normal and civilized.
I met a
Some
good
of the
chunk
automotive students, probably half and half.
There was quite a few
bless you.
rednecks in the tech in the robotics though too, and you know the people I'm talking about.
I don't know the name of the guy who was in one of my
Bless you.
gen eds, but my teacher in
He already
that
did.
class, he was from Missouri, and he had an accent that was so thick. She just called him Missouri.
Missouri.
You were going through everyone's mic right then.
That loud, huh?
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah,
You're
yeah.
fucking loud, bitch.
Just calm down a little bit, buddy.
But she called him Missouri in class every single day. Never learned his real name. For whatever reason, there was a teacher that was one of the tech teachers that was had to take one of these classes to like extend his teaching ability. And that teacher and Missouri would cheat off of each other on tests. It was so messed up. I missed that class, so that was a good time.
Also got judged at the college I went to because what religion you were.
Catholics
You
are
went
the
to-
scum of the earth, according to the rest of Christians. It's always how it's been.
Right.
Yeah, try going to a Christian school as a Catholic.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Imagine that was.
Try going to a basically super religious everybody and being semi-religious school.
You not know where I live?
Yeah, I know where you live, but I'm
Yeah.
saying I've experienced that.
But I experienced
can't-
it K through
I-
college senior.
So what kind of stuff did
Do that-
like? I've never heard of this. So what are
I've
they?
heard, like, I've personally had college professors be like, Catholics are horrible people, like bashing. If you ask one of my friends, she starts with a K, but she and her and I were in the same class. We're both Catholics, and this professor was just dogging on
Mm.
Catholics. We were looking at each other like, the fuck is happening?
No,
Like, it's a Christian college.
the 18 months that we were there, I have not heard so many priest rape jokes in my life in a time period as there. Ever since they found out I was Catholic. Like, I
But
think
that's all they can think about. They really don't know.
no, they
anything
don't think
about
about
any
anything
sort of
else. And I'm
faith.
not trying to defend it or say they're wrong because honestly, there has been cases and we can't deny those cases.
Exactly.
But there's cases like that with everything, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
People in my class, to be honest, were very similar values to me. Like most of them had a lot in common with me.
well, one of them that transferred from my class to your class told me a lot of those jokes. His name starts with an L. I'm sure you can
I know
pick
who
him
you're
out.
talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, he told me a lot of those, and it was all in good fun. They they knew, like, they told a couple of them, and then I remember him coming up to me like, "You're okay with this?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't give a shit. You can think what you want. I know what I believe. You believe what you believe. I don't give a shit."
But he wasn't doing it to be a dick.
No, he was doing
Right.
it to have a laugh.
When you're actually going out your way to bash
No,
people, that's kind of
that it was
that's bad.
different from that, but
Bad.
still, I understand where she's coming from a little bit. But I also give a shit less than what Sav does. So
We were just like, it was freshman year.
yeah, you were
Baby
getting-
kids. We were like,
Peppers.
the fuck? Ah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
The only discrimination I've seen on the job site,
Oh.
You gonna dog my trade, man? You gonna dog my trade?
I am. Because electricians are the fucking scum of the earth. You're
Don't
only,
worry.
you are only good for giving me power. You never clean up after yourself.
I've heard that
You take-
before too.
Dude, it's so bad
And
because
it's not just construction that's a thing. Like, I was the
No.
first electrician at both places that I've worked that actually cleans up after himself.
You want to know something? You know how bad it is? So, after the rough framing's done, the electricians will go in and they'll run all their wire, and then they'll strip the wires at the end of their,
Yep.
they'll just strip the wire at the end. And then, like,
They won't pick up any of their strips.
Nope.
dude,
None
I
of
will
them.
find those strips whenever I do a final clean of the fucking house. Where I have to clean the whole house anyways for the flooring to be put down, so the flooring's nice and level and shit. I will still find a wire stripping somewhere.
Yeah, no. Trust
Everybody
me,
hates electricians.
That's
They
everywhere.
suck.
And I can, from my experience, I can understand why.
No, but to be fair, the guys I work with are cool. I just love giving them shit.
No, and
yeah, that's
it's
kinda
what a
the
lot of
idea.
people think when they literally make fun of electrician to their face. Because I know everywhere that I've worked as an electrician, let's say there's 10 to 15 mechanical guys. There's 3 electricians. You got a lot of ground to cover, and you got to
Mhm.
cover it quick.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to find the time to clean up after yourself and not get yelled at.
So he's coming up with excuses for why
Oh,
he doesn't
okay.
clean up after
Excuses,
himself.
but yet I got yelled at and wrote up for not being productive enough because I took the time to clean up after myself.
I'm just fucking with him.
No, but the guys that used to do our houses, they would like do an okay job like sweeping or whatever, but then like they wouldn't take their trash out to the dumpster. So I have like 3 boxes of their trash that I have to take out to the dumpster myself. This is like, come on, guys.
Did they ever leave you any scrap wire you could recycle and make money off of?
They take that.
My
Bless you.
if they did, my coworker was on that like a fucking
Damn.
Why
heroin,
on shit?
like a fucking heroin addict just found a fucking gram on the ground.
No, but that's the stigma for electricians everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I know right now we do not need to be on overtime, but we are. And I know there was like a week or 2 period where I practically did nothing, and it sucked. But other than that, once we get busy, we're busy. Like,
Mhm.
there's no sitting around time. Because we're the only people that troubleshoot there. So you have a problem, hey, call the electrician. Let's not figure this out. Let's call the electricians.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah,
That's
but
basically what it is.
yeah, but 90% of the time it's not an electrical problem, which is the funny thing.
But it's just up to you to figure it out. So fuck you.
Yeah, practically. I spent 30 seconds trying to figure out why this press is not going up and down. It's an electrical issue.
Not my fault, you know.
It's not that the bearings are bad and it's just seized up.
Oh,
No,
I
this
was
is an electrical
pressing
issue.
up, not down.
W
I've ran
for
into that.
Wumbo.
I have ran into that.
Have you?
Yes.
That's funny.
Well,
Well-
boys, Sav, do I need to explain it again?
You come over on Saturdays. You know what Saturdays are for.
The
They're for the
boys.
Ew.
Hey, if you want it to not be boys, you want it to be ladies and gents, you got to make the female presence more present.
I don't think that's my fucking job.
No, I'm not saying it
Ooh.
is, but if you want it to be that way,
You're our
this is
diversity
what you have
hire.
to do. Yeah.
We had to meet we had to meet our quota.
Is it the quota like 20% had to be a minority?
That's probably about right then, huh?
You're here to bring in the female audience, Sam. Come on.
I had to count to make sure.
Mrs. Math. Oh my.
Okay, bust your fingers out. 1, 2.
Me every day counting my hours.
1, two for tuba. What was one
Batman!
for?
Batman!
What was one for?
One for something's for peanut butter.
One for tuba.
Yeah.
Two for tuba. 3 for.
Batman!
Where did 3 go?
Those are the best.
Oh yeah, three's
It's
the
the
house.
It takes so long for him to figure out 3 is for
It's
the
like
house.
2 minutes.
It's hilarious.
Batman! Batman!
I have
Batman.
never heard of those videos. And Brennan comes over one time and it's just like, here, watch this. And we watched all of the videos we could find on YouTube in one sitting.
Basically.
Brennan was
That was our
notorious.
childhood, though.
Brennan was notorious
Who
for
showed
doing
me
shit
those?
like
I think
that.
somebody.
Because he did the same thing to me with the Lego Batman videos.
Oh, yeah,
we
well,
watched a
those
lot of
were-
them.
You guys came over to
Those
my
were
house that
something
first
else.
time that Brennan came and spent the night, and we spent like 6 hours on YouTube looking up parody songs and dumb songs like Space Unicorns,
Classic.
the Bomb Boss song.
Fuck yes, that's a classic.
Oh my.
Rucka
Like,
Rucka Ali.
Screw the original Thrift Rock. Listen to the Obama version of Thrift Shop.
Thrift shop.
Thrift Shop. That is so much better.
That's one of them lines I can still memorize to this day.
Love
I'm
that song.
Obama. Go and tell your mama. Bitch, I'm with some corn dogs.
If those of you in the audience have never seen this before, I do highly recommend go look it up.
It's the Obama thrift shop parody by Rucka Rucka Ali. Look it up. It's so good. Staff, have you ever seen it?
All we had to eat was
Is
dog
it-
shit and paprika.
I'm Illuminati. You can find me on the dollar bill.
Every now and again, one of those lines just come to my mind. I'm like, oh man, that video.
No,
is fucking
randomly
awesome.
was walking around thinking to myself, I find myself singing Bama, Bama, Bama da ba. And so many people do not know it. And it's like, how do you not know that?
I listened to that a lot as a kid. I introduced you to that.
Yeah,
And then you guys both brought it over to my house. And then we did like the duck song, the chimpanzee.
You
on a
introduced me to
Pegway.
that, the duck song.
that song was awesome.
Duck
Still
song's a
is.
classic.
Like, Doc walked up.
Yes.
There's a
Okay.
lim- yeah.
If you
Chimpanzee-
haven't heard of that one, you've been living under a rock.
Or narwhals. If you haven't heard the narwhal one, you've been
No,
I
living under the
freaking love
narwhals.
narwhals.
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are so awesome. Narwhals.
There was a commercial with that in it.
Yes,
Yes,
there was.
there
I forgot
was.
about that. Hmm.
Look at my horse. My
My
horse
horse
is
is
amazing.
That one's
Amazing.
different
Give
for
it-
sure.
Tastes like raisins.
You gotta see the music video though, otherwise you don't
Yeah,
understand.
see, if you don't see the
I
video,
don't understand.
It's just like hearing about Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life
Oh,
versus
no.
watching Shrek is Love versus
no.
Life.
It sounds funny till you gotta watch it.
yes.
I've seen it.
He gave me his sweet ogre sauce.
Oh.
On that note, I'm gonna head out.
All right. Well, El Prez, do you want to?
El
On the
Prez. I'm the
socials.
president. Don't we vote the president in?
I'm pretty sure it's unanimous.
I vote myself out of office.
We veto that.
Vote that guy.
All in favor of Alex as president, say aye.
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 I'm gonna ask for votes.
No.
I think it's unanimous.
No, because we'll mute your mic.
We'll mute your mic.
All oppose? Nay. And now I'm gonna make that a bunch over so it sounds like 100 people.
Uh,
I'm hilarious, Sav. Just ask me.
all right. Well, Mister, whatever you are, could you please plug the socials?
Whatever you are. You cracker looking motherfucker.
Says the other white guy.
The other white guy. Aren't we all white?
You've got Indian.
You got
in you
Indian
somehow.
in you. You're the red guy.
But I guess I'm more dark complexion.
I can't
than
say
everybody
anything.
here.
I'm
white.
Steiner, that's the German blood.
pretty much.
You Aryan son of a bitch.
You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter as BL Hooligans. You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Spotify, and any other podcast platform that you might wonder as if we're on as Borderline Hooligans. And as always, if you're wondering if we're on a social media platform, I'm sure if you look up Borderline Hooligans that you can find us very easily. I mean, they make it very simple. On that note, bye.
Bye.
Bingo.